How you been, girl?
Fantabulous. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about self-love, and we came to the decision of doing this video because, February is this whole month of love and laughter. No. but but yeah, so February, this whole big month. February is this whole big month of love, so why not talk about loving the self?
What are you gonna do?
Okay, I'm gonna start.
Hello out there in TV world. We're here to talk to you about self-love.
Okay, so today we're gonna be talking about self-love, and we decided to do this because even though it's February and we're all focused on like loving on someone else, someone special, it's very important to talk about loving yourself. So what do you think self-love is?
I think self-love has many different levels to it. There's self-love in the physical aspect. There's self-love in the mental aspect, emotional, spiritual aspect. Yeah, so maybe we can go through examples of each.
Yeah. So for physical, showering. No, that's not even self-love. That's just like
That is love of yourself. That is love of other people who have to deal with you and have to smell you throughout the day.
If you don't shower, you're self-hating. It's a form of self-hate.
But that being said, I say that a lot.
With that being said, drink every time you hear her say, with that being said. We have like a counter down here.
Dang. Levels.
I mean, the amount of times I say like, they'll be dead. So, another counter down here.
With that being said. We're in such a rush in the morning sometimes that we just take it for granted and just slap some moisturizer on. Or not at all.
Not at all.
Yeah.
So, lotion and also SPF. I feel like we forget that the sun is around not only in the summer, but in the winter.
365 days a year. Well, except in Alaska.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. We have sun 365. UV rays does not only exist in the summertime, it's in the winter, so protecting your skin.
So a good skincare routine. I know for myself, in the morning, a cleanser, a toner, a serum, an oil,
an eye cream, a jade roller, a mask, a whole beauty supply store.
the entire store.
Right.
You don't have to get that crazy, but
right. No, but having good skin is definitely important because if you do makeup, because makeup could also be a form of self-love, just like wanting to feel pretty, like having a good foundation to put makeup on is very important. So take care of your skin.
Yeah.
What else for physical? Oh, exercise.
Yeah, diet and exercise.
Because diet can also affect your skin. Make sure you drink water, stay hydrated. Stay hydrated. For those who know, you know. But
yeah. So just giving yourself a little bit of extra affection, whatever time of day that may be. Yeah.
Okay, so
how about mental?
I would say meditating, especially like in the morning. You definitely want to start off your day with a good mindset, a good like mental state. You want to make sure that you are just really tapped into the day and are ready to like take on whatever the day has for you.
Another self-love practice for your mental health is practicing gratitude.
Yeah.
Whether it be in the morning or even in the evening, both examples, like just being able to wake up and be thankful that you even had the chance to open your eyes.
Yeah.
In the morning. And in the evening, I think it's really important for you to, because so many things happen throughout the day.
Right.
And we tend to focus on the negative a lot of the time. So a lot of good things might happen during your day, but if one bad thing happens, you know, it could take over, you know, it'd be like, oh, I had a bad day, but so many other things, so many other good things have happened. So if you are able to, before you go to sleep, write down 3 things that you're grateful for that day. And that's another thing, your sleep is very important. So, you know, you might feel like you're so bogged down with work, or you have just so many other things that you want to accomplish. But if you're not getting adequate amount of sleep and you're just run down, you're not going to get 100% of that effort going in.
Right.
And you're going to have to, you'll have to put in more effort than if you just let yourself have a good night's sleep. And being able to go to sleep grateful, definitely will help.
So another thing that I feel like is very important is starting our day off right, in terms of checking ourselves before we check social media. I think someone said, I don't remember who it was, but they realized that they were checking social media before they even checked if they were able to walk. And I feel like it's very important that we not focus on other people's story. It's better to check yourself before tapping into someone else's story.
Right.
So that's definitely something that I want to do.
Yeah, wow. That touched me.
It touched me.
For others like me, like if you press snooze religiously, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Before you press snooze, make sure that you have all of your faculties like
alright, I'm good.
Fingers, toes.
Snooze.
I can see. Alright.
I can see with.
I mean, at that point, you know, after you do your faculty check, you might be up enough to just get up.
But yeah, definitely.
No, that's a good one.
So, yeah, checking yourself before you check into other people's lives. So that was mental. So emotional.
Ooh.
I think we were talking about this, but just really allowing yourself to feel.
Yeah. The thing with emotions is that sometimes they're going to be irrational.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Like, they're going to be irrational, and you have to be okay with the fact that it's okay to feel whatever you're feeling, and just to give yourself a moment.
Yeah.
To feel whatever it is that you're feeling, and be able to not rationalize why you're feeling that feeling.
Right.
But to say, okay, this is how I'm feeling now. Is it helpful in what I'm trying to accomplish? And if it's not, then you can let it go.
Yeah.
Right? Most of the time, if it's a negative emotion like anger or sadness, it's not going to be helpful for what it is that you're trying to do or whatever goals that you're trying to accomplish.
Yeah.
So, 5 minutes and you should be able to let it pass. You have to remember that we're all human.
Are we?
Every human, I don't know about you, but
oh my gosh.
Every human is going to experience anger at some point. They're going to experience sadness, jealousy, envy, and whatever other negative emotions there are. And we just have to accept it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the thing about not being able to accept your emotions is that you're just going to exacerbate the situation.
Right.
You're just going to be like, well, why am I feeling this way? And like, I feel stupid or I feel crazy because there's no reason for me to feel this way. Who cares?
Yeah.
You feel it.
Cares?
Just let the moment
But just for a moment.
Just for a moment, though.
Yeah,
because
that's definitely something I want to work on.
If you let these negative emotions control you, if you are sad and you let the sadness overwhelm you and becomes depression, that can take over. That emotion has now taken over your whole life.
Yeah.
Or you get so angry or so enraged that you start to black out and you don't know what you've done.
Yeah.
That can ruin your life. That can potentially ruin your life. So, yeah, just for a moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spiritual. I said saying affirmations in the morning or just throughout the day, just saying positive things to yourself, like, I can do this, I'm strong, I am smart, I'm capable of achieving my goals. Saying stuff like that to really reassure yourself that you are good. And if you are spiritual or religious or you believe in God, saying a prayer, I definitely need to like work on saying prayers more often. But saying a prayer, reading a scripture, and just being thankful for just having another day to just live life and achieve your goals or work towards achieving your goals is definitely something that is a form of practicing self-love.
And in terms of not being religious.
Yeah.
Or having an association to religion at all, there's still ways that you can tap into your spiritual self. Like, even just to go outside and notice the change in the seasons. The biggest thing for that is like the trees, right? Like how they go through the seasons and the birds and all these different creatures that exist with us, and just acknowledging that. And acknowledging others that are in your space and having compassion and understanding for other people as well. So.
Oh, and I also want to go back to mental really quick, but I think that it's important to make sure that you are also getting your thoughts and ideas out there, or if something is bothering you, you have someone to speak to. So find someone who you feel comfortable with speaking to, who's not going to be biased towards whatever situation that you might tell them about, and it's not going to judge you. And I feel like that's very important, that they're not going to judge you for the situation that you might be bringing up, or the feelings that you might be feeling because of that situation. But definitely speak to someone, and if it's not someone within your family or a friend, definitely seek help or seek out a therapist. It doesn't have to be like help, but seeking out a therapist, because that's their job, is to be unbiased and to not judge you and to be a listening ear to those who don't have that. So
I think the key word in what you just said is the listening ear. If you seek somebody out in your family, or if it's a friend of yours, their advice is not necessary. Let's just be very clear, like, their advice is not necessary, but the fact that they can sit and listen to you and be a shoulder to cry on, like, literally, if you need to cry, that they will sit there and let you cry without judgment. And if you don't have someone like that in your life, then it's a good idea to seek out a therapist.
Self-love is not boom, boom, boom.
So the first thing, self-love is not comparing yourself to others. Right? And it's so easy to do. Like, we've mentioned social media already a million times.
A million, bajillion, bajillion.
Because it's so prevalent in our everyday lives. Right? And it's so easy to pick out somebody and be like, oh, I want their body, or I want their life. And you know, we have to kind of know the difference between aspiring to have a lifestyle like somebody else, or to not have a body, because my body is not the same as your body,
right,
or the same as anybody else's body. So if I see a body that I like, I might never be able to get there,
right,
but I can work just as hard to get my body to its peak level. Or if I see somebody online who's my age and I haven't achieved the level of success that they have, it's unhealthy for me to say, you know, wow, like, why haven't I gotten there yet? Or
everyone's journey is different.
Everybody's timeline is different as well. So don't do it.
Don't do it. But another thing that's important to speak about is that if you're practicing self-love for the wrong reasons, that is not self-love. So for instance, if I'm going to the gym because I want to impress my friend, or I want to impress like the person who I like, that is not healthy, because I'm not doing it for myself, I'm doing it for other people and their validation and their
What she said. The thing with that is, if you're working so hard to impress somebody else, or get validation from somebody else, and you know, you get to a point where you feel good about yourself, and you're expecting that validation, and they don't give you the validation that you're expecting. That's a tough one.
You gonna spiral.
That's
not funny, but it's funny.
Like, I couldn't even imagine.
Yeah,
I really couldn't even imagine going to the gym 5 times a week
for them to be like,
for an hour each time.
You're
like,
still big.
Be like, oh my god, like, why your thighs so big? Like,
do it for the right reasons. Do it for yourself. That's why it's called self-love, not them love. Ooh, that was bars. Okay, so now we can go over
now
3
we can go.
Goals. Okay, so you want to go first or me? I'll go first. So my first goal is to have a morning routine, and that morning routine would consist of doing self-affirmations and saying a quick prayer, but also making my bed. I definitely want to wake up and just make my bed. I feel like that would be a good routine to, 1, get out of bed. 2, if I make my bed, I'm not going to want to go back in bed and not do anything. So, yeah.
In terms of, like, productivity.
Yeah. Being productive. So, that's my first one. My second one is having a consistent exercise routine. It doesn't have to be like every day, but just making sure that I work out at least a few times during the week, or I'm always active during the day, making sure I'm walking when I have the option to walk. I'm not always like taking the easy way out, taking the bus, or if there's an escalator or stairs, I would take the stairs versus just riding that escalator. I'm
gonna catch you on that.
Stop. Oh my gosh, no. But yeah, exercise routine and a skincare routine. Because even though I got glorious skin, make sure I'm on the ball, man. On the ball.
My 3 self-love goals. The first one is to keep a gratitude journal. And I think it's important for me to, the journal would be at night.
Yeah.
And then in the morning, just to take 5 minutes to just acknowledge that I'm alive.
Yeah. I want to do a journal too.
Number 2 would be get back into juicing. The thing is that I love the juice, But the prep work for the juice, that
hella work.
But we're gonna get back into it. We are.
We're 2019.
Me, myself, and I. We are going to do it.
Oh.
You're not invited.
Wow. Okay. Cool.
And the last thing is a 30-minute exercise routine in the morning. Whether it's like squats and like stretching or something like that. So yeah.
And if you guys have any 3 that you, or just any one that you would want to comment down and let us know, like we would love to know.
Yeah.
And maybe we'd even incorporate like what you guys say into our routines or into our daily lives.
Yeah. So tell us what your goals for your self-love routine are for 2019. And maybe we should like keep it up. Like we can have a self-love journey. Keep us accountable, guys.
No. Yeah, I mean, do whatever you want. Okay, fine.
We gonna check back in on you, girl.
Really? If my bed is not made, don't kill me.
Ooh, I'm gonna go over to her house every morning.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna take pictures.
Cool.
Check the Instagram stories.
That's crazy.
Ooh.
That's crazy. But yeah, tell us your self-love practices, and yeah. We'll see you next time.
There's something I wanted to say.
Say it. Say it.
I think
Twink, twink. Oops. Did I say that?
okay.
And just
Oh,
with
that's how you moisturize in the morning. Okay.
Ooh,
Okay.
feeling good. Good morning. Good morning. When you wake up and you're looking on social media and you see this beautiful model, and then you look in the mirror after you like wake up with some drool on your face, you're just like, dang, like I look so crazy. That sounds like a poop or a bowel movement. Let it pass.
It could be a wave. Like, where's your mind going? Just to let the wave of emotion pass.
Yeah. See a therapist if you need to see a therapist. I know. But you're my therapist, so it doesn't matter.
I would die.
Oh my gosh. I did not just do that.
Come on, it's you. Oh gosh.